Welcome, MechWarriors. I'm Mr. Boots, and this is MechWarrior 5 Clans. We're going to start a new Ghost Spear campaign. I'm playing this on Expert difficulty. Let's launch right into it. Playing Wolf Emblem. Maybe we'll see them in a new campaign someday. Elemental Battle Armor. I hear they make an appearance in this this campaign.
It has been a week since this body appointed me to serve as your new Ilkhan. In that time, I have reviewed Leo Shower's successes and failures before his untimely death, and have formulated a plan on how we may better ourselves for the fight ahead. Considering the setbacks encountered on
So this is Ulrich Kerensky. He's the Ilkhan of all Khans. He was a clan Wolf Khan, but now he's the overall Ilkhan.
To provide relief and reinforcements.
In the lore, he's very
Steel Viper.
very cunning
To the Jade Falcon corridor.
politically. He forces the other clans into
Nova Cat.
bad positions and then takes advantage because of clan wolf bias.
He is more clever than we thought.
The other
what they're
Crusader
showing here.
Khans were fools to think that appointing Kerensky to the Ilkhan ship would muzzle the wolves.
Setting rival clans against one another was a clever play.
At least our clan was spared a similar fate.
Only because of our dismal performance in the early waves of the invasion.
These two are the Khans of clan Ghost Bear.
I should have pushed to
She's
know
Sakhan, which is like Vice Khan, and he's the
if we had
Khan.
ended his incompetent rule sooner,
I don't know why they
we
went
might
with
have
this
won the
Mongol,
or avoided what happened on Last Frontier.
Mongolian
We
titles,
are now the
but
Khans of the Ghost Bears, Aletha.
clans do things weird.
Look to us to turn the page and focus on righting this ship. No use dwelling on the past.
Spoken like someone who already has a plan. What are you thinking, Khan Jorgensen?
Khan Virgin grossly underestimated our logistical needs to invade the Inner Sphere. And now the Ghost Bear trails behind all the other invading clans. I do not plan on making that same mistake. Play.
This invasion has tested all of our clan's logistics chains. Some, in the merchant caste, have used Leo Shower's previous policies as
In the lore, the clans are not known for good logistics.
price gouge
They're
clans
all run by warriors.
participation.
The best warrior
Additionally,
becomes the leader,
after
and then everyone else follows him until he can't fight anymore.
I will rescind Leo Shower's moratorium on
So they always get
intra-clan
bogged down by logistics.
trials.
Pause. This. Kerensky may have done this to guarantee that the wolves will move ahead in the race towards Terra, but this may also be our chance at making up for lost time.
How?
We've done what we can to replenish our tomb and through our homeworld reserves. But the Ilkhan reinstating our ability to challenge other clans. This is an opportunity, not just to gain additional material, but also new Omnimech designs developed by the other clans.
We only have a month before our invasion resumes. What can we do in that time?
Sakhan Kabrinsky, what would you say to your Silver Boot Keshet going on the hunt?
Some dropships inbound to Huntress.
stars have newly developed Omnimech designs, and we intend to take them. The second Falcon Jaegers will be the first to feel our wrath.
Jaegers have only fought militia and civilian police.
So it looks weird, they're all wobbly, but I think it's because they're on a dropship inbound through atmosphere.
Always good to knock
This
the
guy's
self-righteous Falcon
tattoos are like enhanced imaging neural implants that help him
Bit by bit.
have faster reaction stuff, but they drive them mad in the long run.
Wants us to run the
But the
Silver
clans
Route
are all
straight
about short-term
down their
gains.
throats before they know what hit them. Now, get to your mechs. Prepare for combat.
For the Silver Route!
For the Silver Route!
This guy with scars probably fought an actual ghost bear, which is like a genetically modified polar bear of the future that's been taken to other worlds.
And
The ghost bears like to do stuff like that.
most warriors
as like
serve
a
entire
hazing
careers
ritual.
dreaming of the chance to one day join us, the Sakan's honor guard. Sakan Kabrinsky may have personally ransomed you straight out of Sibco training, but here, your inexperience makes you a liability to yourself and to my star.
I only wish to serve the Sakan with honor.
Then be prepared to keep up. I have zero tolerance for dead weight.
Af. Star Captain.
Some elementals of the Kodiak in the background.
Star Captain, approach vector to drop zone and the Erie is clear. Prepare to deploy.
Bravo, Star. It is time to dial in. I do not need to remind you of your duty. We are Sakan Kabrinsky's honor guard. I have been entrusted with this unit in Star Colonel Besla's stead. Our performance must reflect our standing during this trial. We have a glorious opportunity before us to seize considerable assets in the name of our clan.
May the great Ghost Bear forsake us if we fail. The Falcons have scored hollow victories against paper warriors during this invasion. That ends now.
May the birds offer us a chance to sway our fortunes and help us atone for the losses we suffered on Last Frontier. Are you ready, Cub? Clan warriors await you down there. There will be no Sibco cadets to be found across the battlefield.
I have paid my dues training. No guts, no glory.
Just focus on not getting killed first.
Let's
Then
get the
worry
mag
about
dog.
the glory.
In range of the target drop zone, now is the time. Opening mech bay doors.
Yeah, let's fight.
Ghost Bears, detach on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark! Commands, prepare to execute the first phase of the trial. Hit all Falcon units on your attack routes before they activate the bulk of their forces at the main base. Once you do, find cover, and we will regroup for phase 2. F.
I'll walk up this river, make sure
Star Captain, I am
my
assigning
mech stays cool.
Designer and her elementals to your star. They are at your disposal.
So this game, every time you fire weapons, you'll see the heat bar on the right
They will gladly crush a Falcon
will
or any other
raise. If you get it over 100, your mech overheats and you can't shoot weapons anymore. So it's real important to keep your mech cool.
Be advised. Elementals are trained to close
Being in
range
water
and will
helps.
go straight for your cockpit. They will latch on and rip you apart.
So I have played through this mission before, trying to
We will
record
keep
this episode,
following the river until we
so I
spawn
kind of know what's going to
Jaegers.
happen.
Tara,
But
monitor sensors
I've
for
only
any
played through this
snipers
first
on high
mission.
ground. Got it.
Once we move on to the
Rick,
next ones,
call
I
out
won't
any
know what's going
flankers.
on.
Roger that. What is my role?
To not get in our way.
Let's show you guys the mech. This is a Mad Dog, 60-ton mech. There we go.
Wait, movement up ahead. Falcon
Another one
Scouts,
come down on
open
the right.
fire.
Sneaky birds.
He lost a leg. He's not going to be a problem
Nap
for a
time
bit.
is over, Cub.
Get out of
Elementals on
my
the
way.
battlefield too. I have already had a couple gun for my cockpit.
Elementals. Don't get on my
Drop
back.
that target.
less threatening version.
Star Captain.
The Prime variant has 2 ERPPCs, which are real massive. This light mech with no arm, or no leg,
Crush
is
that
not a
target.
some missiles.
Target down. Great work, Star Captain.
That all of them? For now.
How do they show up unannounced?
Sensors are either down or being jammed.
Took a little bit of damage. Your center torso is red,
The birds
or
are hitting us
orange,
with sneak attacks.
and the rest
I
of
think
our
they are
armor's
jamming
yellow.
our sensors. We're experiencing
Nothing's
same
internal yet.
interference, Bravo. It appears Pride set jammers on the ground. They were not in place during our initial scout of the trial grounds. Shift to secondary objective and disable those jammers, or our entire strategy will be cratered. The Eye in the Sky will send you an updated map on the jammer's location. Absicon, just got it. Headed there now. Star Commander Rook, sit rep.
Keeping the
Towers.
elementals entertained.
Keep it that way.
They are poor imitations of true elemental warriors. They will not last much longer.
Still, I prefer when they are exclusively on our side.
Glad to hear you appreciate the skills we bring to the table, Star Captain. Eagers and Pride are Desgro warriors.
These are not the Jade Falcons of old. They will drop Zellbriggen if it means victory. Especially to not give up the night gear mechs to us. Any sign of them on the battlefield?
I have not ID'd any yet. Hopefully they do not keep us waiting much longer. I want to see them in action.
That was could be nasty, especially the Prime
They
variant.
must be waiting for
It's
the
real
perfect
hot.
moment to deploy them against us.
Overheats easily, but it does a lot of damage. 12 medium lasers. I don't think that one was a Prime variant, though.
We are in range of the first jammer. Looks well guarded.
Not for long. That is one down.
They will keep playing hide and seek until we knock out the others.
Bravo, you heard the Star Captain. Let us push on.
So, in the first game, yep, you had to scan things. Get bad guys first. Scanning stuff is how you get your currency for game progression.
You wrote it down, Star Captain.
Fucking off that. These guys usually have very little on them. They're so fast.
Wrote that neck down.
There's our Adder Prime. And I'm getting hot.
Wiped out that target.
Shadowcats with Gauss Rifle, pretty nasty.
That paltry guard is history.
Now we'll
That
go
was your first taste of combat, kid. Your legs ready
pick up
to
some
buckle?
salvage.
I studied the codices of the Falcon warriors we are facing. They do not scare me.
Because you have not been in a real fight yet.
Or survived a clawing ritual.
I have survived clawing rituals.
In a simulator, if you make it through this, take a good look at my scars. They show the price you pay to survive the real thing.
Bravo, our sensors are still quiet. You need to disable those jammers. We are moving as fast as we can, Sakan.
There's some new guy and his huntsman. Up to there.
On the move! On the move!
And give him our Nova to go with him. There's a huntsman. I think it's 55 tons or 50. One or the other. I can't remember. There's our Fire Moth and Kid Fox. And Nova. It's right there. Nova's a 50-ton mech.
Makes our jobs easier.
Yeah, we get the prime with all of the medium lasers. Jonathan, come on, man. Get up close.
Advancing.
Out of missiles.
Incoming missile. Near target.
Shotgun on me. Get out of my way, fire them off. You're small.
Mech destroyed. Mech destroyed.
Target.
Never seen shooting like that, Star Captain.
Falcons are off our backs.
Star Captain, have eyes on repair bays.
Good, you can use some repairs. Particularly me. And our poor little fire moth. So this fire moth, where is it? Right there. That's just a 20-ton mech. They're the smallest, they're very fast, but they have very little armor. They tend to get picked apart pretty quickly, but when the AI's follow them.
Target.
Second jammer is down.
Destroyed.
We need all three. We need to keep moving.
They're really good in the hands of
Scout engaged.
the player, because you can keep moving fast, but like this, they just stop,
Salvage.
and then they get
Marked
shot
for pickup.
and die. You gotta keep them moving. Yeah, it's not good at that. Let's send her to this repair bay,
Ready to execute order.
and I'll use this one. I think we'll not send anyone else into the repair bay yet. Just leave this last one in case we need it. Let's clear your lines of fire. There's some fire moths coming up.
Great shooting, Star Captain.
Hostile obliterated.
Could go use that repair bay, but nothing to do for me. More lines of fire.
See? I can keep up just fine.
You are green and ignorant. No concept of who you are fighting with.
Lilith Hall, Samuel Zone, Terra Silva, Rick Becker. I studied your codices front and back.
You can read, Cub. Remains to be seen if you can truly fight.
Elementals in the way.
He has another chance to prove it. More Falcons incoming. They have pent-up anger.
Years of being bullied by the Jaguars. Taking it out on us.
They've beefed up these elementals a little bit for this game. They usually only have a small laser and SRM2 that only has 2 shots. These guys, they've given them a medium laser in addition, which is like
Red down! Red down!
the same size as, yeah, it's a 1-ton laser. And the elementals are 1 ton of armor typically. So the way this game works, your weapons cost tonnage and critical slots. So typically those elementals would not have the space, the weight to be able to carry that themselves.
Threat neutralized.
He's ripping out his cockpit.
All right, our path to the third jammer is clear. On me.
It is better the Jaegers keep the night gear out of this fight. Be a waste to destroy so many before this is over.
The Jade Falcon spared no expense in manufacturing them. They are in no hurry to send them to the scrap heap.
You were all Sipco cadets once. Before you earned blood names, you all resent that I scored high in training and the Sakan took notice.
He's a very
You were
proud
rotated
keyboard
in
warrior.
because of a
Very
casualty.
true to the claims.
Nothing more. You recited our blood names. We cannot do the same for you.
So the blood name in clan society, you're not born with a last name. They take genetic material from two donors and combine it, right? And then as you prove yourself as a warrior, you're nominated to fight in a tournament to earn your blood name. And earning your blood name, your last name, gives you the right to have your genetic material continued on in further generations in their genetically lab-grown babies. So they do have freeborn warriors, which is a more traditional method of having a baby, but it's looked down upon, and the trueborn warriors think that they're the clan's gift to humanity. Can't really say God's gift, since they're just creating themselves. Let's send
Shifting out now. Star
our
Captain.
medium mix up ahead.
Heads up, heads up!
Yeah.
Enemy mech down!
Got spicy. No water around either. This guy's ECM, just making my screen glitch out. Okay, that.
Demolish that mech!
The route to that zone is obstructed.
No, it's not.
Copy that. Moving now.
Can only send them so far. We
Turn
get,
it to ash.
I think, about 1,000 meters, and then they get busy. It's a pretty good deck.
More Falcons
Here,
swarming
PPC
us.
and LBX-10
We
autocannon.
should sit back and let the Cub handle it. Show us what a runny star he truly is.
No! We will not dishonor Command Bravo and Sir Colonel Bessla like that.
He will sink or swim.
Shut it down.
Our clones just shredded that target! Copy that, Star Captain. My point will grab hold of that target and squeeze it into dust! Sensors are back online. Blinders are
apart.
All targets down.
Star Captain, have eyes on repair bays.
Alright, we'll send Samuel.
Loud and clear, Star Captain.
And Jonathan, since we've been using you guys
We'll
as
carry
meat
out that
shields.
order.
And I'll take the last one. Except for a fire moth, but that's just a fire moth doing fire moth stuff. AKA getting looked at funny and taking a lot of damage.
The birds will not stream out into the open. They will be handing us the victory.
They have made a lot of blunders during the invasion. Let us hope they blunder again.
Broadsword dropship. Yeah. Stormcrow. Let's have a little focus fire on that. And we'll send
Tear them up. Attack order verified.
elementals after that guy.
Time is over.
Try to kill this kid fox quickly. Kid fox. Hot. Get into this river. That's on Rifleman 2C.
Direct hit. The pilot just ejected.
Metals are bothering this guy. Take his gas rifle. Defanged him a bit.
So much waste. Their losses are mounting.
Just as long as we keep ours to a minimum.
Engage.
All units, the main force located at the Falcon base is activated. If you have any hostiles in range, slice through them and get to cover. We need to regroup before the next phase of the trial. Tracking Falcons at high vantage.
Dropping
Now this is the type of battle I
more
expected.
elementals.
Shavag! There's so many of them! Clip their damn wings, Cub. Show us you are not dead weight.
This is what real combat looks like.
Smoke that
Where's these
target.
guys? Longitude low. Jammed this guy.
Solid hit, Star Captain. Red down! Red down!
Got this Nova.
We've cleared the field of immediate threat, Sakan.
They cannot afford to
Yeah,
keep their
that's
heavy
it.
hitters on the bench for long. Not if they want a shot at winning this fight.
I have a feeling we will be facing off against them soon. We have held them off long enough. We want the Falcons to believe they are wearing us out. Try and find concealment so you can not be tracked. There is good rock cover nearby. Star Commander Rook, that means you too.
But we have not got our fill yet.
Alright, that was the first mission. Start phase 2 in the next one. Earned a bit of XP. I like to keep these as close to even as possible. Reduce this a little bit. Bump this up. That worked out. Oh, there's no work in there. All right. I'm gonna go through all this and Stormcrow. I think we'll end up getting that, but we'll go over it in the next episode. So I'm Mr. Boots. That was the first mission of MechWarrior 5 Clans Ghost Bear DLC, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.